Okay, this is meant to show a couple of things. Eventually I'll show how the SD cards are destroyed, but I replaced all the SD cards. I'm worried the new ones are going to be destroyed as well. But let's go to this, what I call the back deck. And we'll be able to see what the settings are, because I've got it set on record alarm, meaning when something moves, it should start recording something. I'll just change that to 1 minute. Okay, and it says that was successful. I back up and I'm going to alarm settings. You know, my thought was that the motion detection needs to be on as well. So that's turned on. So motion detection is turned on. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go walk out there so you won't hear me talking. So you'll be able to see me out there, and it should record because I'm moving, but it won't. Okay, so I was out there. It should be recording, should have recorded something. But if I back out of this now and go to see if anything was recorded, there's absolutely nothing there. What I found is the only way I can get anything to record is if I set it on the timer, where it just records continuously. And what happens when I do that is it will totally fill up the SD card, quit recording, and the SD card will be destroyed. Right now we can try to format SD card. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'll give that a shot. And see, the SD, it says it fails. So that's another thing that doesn't always work like it should. So we're backing out of here. Go back into record settings. So it sees the SD card, and it looks like a little something of it got used. So let's go back and go back and see if anything has been recorded at this point. It might take a minute or two for stuff to come through, but I don't see anything at this point. So that has happened. I have 3 cameras that are up. All of them do the same thing, where they won't record on motion, and all of them, the only way they'll record is on the timer, and I set it for 24 hours of timing, and it fills up the card in about 4 days, and then the card is destroyed. So my next video that I'll attach to this, I'll have to put them together somehow, will demonstrate that. So I'm going to show you one SD card. This is a 16 gigabyte SanDisk Ultra. And let me bring it back down into here. And what you can see, this is it right here. It locks in these folders that can't be deleted, and I can no longer even format this drive. So you can see it recorded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then it totally filled up. Go to properties. You can see it's almost completely filled up, and it's locked. I can't do anything to it, and there's no there's no lock switch turned on. So watch what happens when I try to format this. I'll try to quick format it. And it says it's unable to do the formatting. And I can even go in here and try to delete things, and it may say that they're deleted. Well, It looks like now it's, there it is. If I try to delete this, I'll say delete, and it acts like it's deleting it. But if I remove the disk and put it back in, which I'm going to do right now, everything's still there. Nothing got deleted. So it somehow locked the SD card. I can't format it. I can even go into properties. Oops, let's go back here. Go to properties. And then in the properties, let's see, I can go to, oops, wrong thing. Let's go here. Go to properties. What I'm trying to do is make sure it's not, nothing's locked. Maybe I've got to hit a folder. So let's go to this folder, go to properties. Here we go. And see how it says read only? I can uncheck that. I can apply it to all the folders and subfolders. OK, click OK. And then if I try to delete it, the same thing happens. It may look like it's gone away, but then as soon as, and I still won't be able to format this. It'll still say it's unable to format. So now I'm just going to pull it out, put it back in again, open the folder, and there it is. It's still there. And it's done this to 4 SD cards so far. So that's basically the SD card destruction. And all of that was done on the kind of timed recording. And I had it on 24 hours, so it just ran and till it almost ran out of space, and then it destroyed the SD card.